Washington State at the net. And then I'll get to the second team, but first I'll let you talk about that in a bit. But first, the former Cougar, Aria McCumber, comes in. She serves. It's hit back over by Washington State. And out of the right-hand side, punched across. Ung will play it. That means Basham will set. Timmer going up for it. That one will fall in. It's 2-2. But again, you look at that BYU front line. The Cougar
yesterday with only 18 points total in this first set so far.
All even at 9 apiece. 8 of the 9 points have been tied upon, and a good serve, but Basham does get the pass off, and then it's hit from the back row over by Asanovic. BYU to the outside, blocked back by Halasheva. Now the set to the right this time, and another block from Magda, but covered by BYU. Punched across this time. There to get to it, Norval. Magda dropping the hammer, and the Cougars of Washington State now leading at 10-9.
Against UC Irvine, they did take it in 3 sets, but each set, UC Irvine closed that gap a little bit. So hopefully the BYU Cougars can hope to avoid having on that one. And again,
so Washington State to within a couple. There's an attempt, and there's a ball roofed down by Arantina Ung of Washington State. The Cougar set
a lot to do with the success of this team, leading BYU with assists with 236 and hitting percentage with 386%.
Now the set to the middle, punched over. Timmer there to play it. Now it'll be Asanovic going up the line for the kill. So Amon with now her 6th kill.
Of course, one of the main parts of that.
10 apiece. Washington State with the serve. Another block by Washington State. Lana Radakovic one more time. Thank you very much.
Player and style of play that you don't see in the stats.
Here comes the set to the outside, partially blocked at the net. Then Timmer with the pass, set outside for Pia. Her tip, pancaked up by McCumber, and unable to clear it this time is BYU. Point to Washington State. A little bit of run here for the home team. Coming back with a resounding reply here, and now have a handful of set point opportunities. The freshman from Italy, Barbero with the serve. Hiapo plays it to the outside. That one gets through, but it's dug out by Barbero. Timmer, one more time with the kill. Give her 13 on the night. That's 6.5 kills per set for the 5th-year player out of Germany. And Washington State comes roaring back. Opening set to BYU, 25-18. We'll see, we're knowing we're going at least 4 tonight in Pullman. Timmer to Ung, to the right side for Katie Ryan. Overpass, Magda gonna put it away, and she will get the kill for Washington State. Steps to the line, serve will be played by Timmer. Set for Magda. Nice dig that time, but the dig was getting to it, couldn't get off a clean pass, and there was so much force behind Julia's matches. Again, she's in her 5th year out of Sacramento, California. Here comes the set to the right side, and a block down! Magda Yahalasheva and Iman Asanovic.
I've seen a couple similarities with the way that you see Aaron Livingston and Pia Timmer play.
An overpass almost put away, but it ended up off a leg and ended back to the BYU side. And then Katie Ryan there for the block for Washington State. The Cougars have 3 set points. Washington State up 24-21. Radakovic's serve. Little plays it. Set this time for Mia Lee. Blocked back by Halasheva. Covered by BYU. Lee again gets across, but with a good save. Now Timmer with the attack, and Washington State will take set number 3. And Pia Timmer with her 17th kill of the night. Livingston out of the back row into the service line for BYU. Her serve played by Norval. Set to the right for Magda Halasheva. That'll be a kill. And a point for Washington State.
And a measly hitting percentage of 143.
Norval playing the serve from BYU. Asanovic going up for it. Eden Bauer got a piece, then it's hit over the net by Bauer. Timmer dives after it. Asanovic with another tip, and that one placed just right. There's a nice heady move for Iman Asanovic. The service line after the BYU timeout, and Lana Radakovic will do the serving here for the Cougars. That'll be played by McCumber. Set comes to the outside, and a block down from Magda Yahalasheva and Katie Ryan. Magda now not only with 9 kills, but you can add a half a dozen blocks to her total as well.
Service error is what's really been killer. We saw it affect Towson yesterday, and it seems that it's seemed to hit BYU too, having a couple more errors overall than the Cougs.
Here comes the set, and it'll be hit softly across. Cougars can play it. They'll set it up for Magda Yahalasheva, and that is going to be another point for Magda. She's the 3rd Cougar to double digits in kills. She now has 10. And all of a sudden, Washington State has opened up a 7-point lead. McCumber's serve will be played by Norval. The set will come outside for Asanovich, tipped at the net. BYU puts it up into the air, set outside. There's a block back from Washington State. Arentina Ung, Lada Radakovic. Now the celebration in full force. Cougar fans and Cougar players enjoying a win over the 8th-ranked team in the country. Again, first win over a top 10 team for Washington State since they beat 6th-ranked Washington back in September of 2021. We've seen the Cougars jump up in the top 25 rankings each of the last 2 weeks.